Am I the a hole for asking my mom why I should go see her stepkids when she ignored me for them so many times while I lived with her? I, 19M, have a complicated relationship with my mom. My parents divorced when I was 4, and for a while, things were fine. I lived between their houses and had a solid bond with both of them. That balance shattered when I was around 11. That's when my mom started dating her now husband, and everything started changing. He had kids, 2 younger ones, and their mom was out of the picture.
Completely.
He was their sole parent, and soon it felt like my mom became theirs too. I remember her telling me they needed her more than I did because they were little and didn't have a mom. At first, I tried to be okay with it. I figured she'd find a balance eventually, but that balance never came. I became invisible in my own home. There are a few incidents that still stick with me even now, years later, because they really showed me where I stood. One time, we went to the mall because the stepkids wanted new toys. Mom told me I could come along, and I asked if I could stop at a gaming store while we were there. She didn't respond, literally didn't acknowledge I spoke. I asked again, once we arrived. Still nothing. Then, when I tried to head off to the store on my own, one of the stepkids threw a tantrum, screaming that I had to stay with them. Mom stopped me and told me I was being selfish. On the way home, she said I ruined their day by making them upset, like my presence was meant to orbit around their happiness. Then there was the fast food run. The drive-thru was broken, so she went in to order while we stayed in the car. I had asked for something specific, but she came back with the wrong order for me and just shrugged when I pointed it out. Later that night, when I was frustrated, she told me to get over it. She had to prioritize getting the kids home on time. I reminded her she had gone back in when her stepson's drink was wrong, and she just said, "That was different, he's younger." What really tore me up, though, were the broken promises. She once said we'd have a day together, just her and me, at the climbing gym. I waited there for nearly 2 hours before finally calling my dad to pick me up and take me to her house. She wasn't there. Neither were the stepkids. Eventually, she showed up, hours late, acting like nothing happened. I lost it and yelled at her when the kids went to bed. She punished me for yelling and being disrespectful, for saying F***CK your stepkids, which I now realize was wrong of me to say, but I was 14, hurting and angry beyond words. Another time, we had a family day. Mom, her husband, the stepkids, and me. I was hopeful.
I thought maybe this time she'd try.
But the entire day, she focused on them. Every time I tried to talk to her, ask her to do something with me, she brushed me off. I eventually gave up and walked back to the car. Nobody followed. Later, she scolded me, saying the stepkids were upset I abandoned them, and I told her she abandoned me. She snapped and told me I was acting jealous and needed to grow up, that she had younger kids to look after. That sentence haunted me for a long time. She always said she'd try harder. She always said things would be better, but they never were. So I gave up. The resentment I felt built up year by year. And I know I shouldn't blame the kids, but I do. Not because they were intentionally malicious, but because they were the reason my mother decided I didn't matter anymore. Now that I'm out of the house, she's suddenly trying to bring me back in. Recently, she's been calling me, saying her stepkids miss their big brother. She asked when I was going to visit them. I told her, never. She was shocked. Said they love me. I asked, why should I care about them when you ignored me for years to give them everything? She hung up. Then she started texting,
calling,
trying again. I gave her the same question every time. She eventually told me, "You're not exactly making me want to spend time with you either." I replied, "Then why should I want to spend time with your stepkids?" And here we are. I know my responses are harsh. I know the kids didn't ask for this situation, but I didn't either. And I'm tired of pretending to be okay with being an afterthought. I'm tired of being told I was old enough to understand while being expected to take scraps of attention like they were gifts. So, am I the a hole for asking my mom why I should go see her stepkids when she spent so long ignoring me for them? TLDR. My mom prioritized her stepkids over me for years after marrying their dad, constantly ignoring my needs and breaking promises. Despite saying she'd do better, nothing changed. Now that I'm out of the house, she wants me to visit her stepkids because they miss their big brother. I told her no and asked why I should see them when she ignored me for them so often. She says I'm being petty, but I don't want a relationship with them after everything. Am I the a hole?